tune written by the great Benny Golson, and this was arranged by Joe Lano, and it's a wonderful arrangement. We took a little different spin on it, and we hope you like it. This is called Killer Joe. Once again, thank you so much for coming, and thank you, gentlemen. And we don't have a bass solo, but I want to mention Jesus Munoz for all his solo stuff that he does with us. It's hard enough on the guitar, but he plays it all on the bass. Very impressive. So this is Killer Joe. Thank you very much.
Jazz Guitar Ensemble. Nick Langley, the director. Fantastic singers. Our amazing guest artist is going to be singing again right now. In about 2 minutes, we're going to continue. With the UNLV Jazz Vocal Ensemble, and that's directed by Janet Tyler. She'll fill you in on all their numbers. So Janet Tyler, she is. Janet Tyler, our director. She's taking a stand on this issue. She's taking a stand. She's a very fine director, and she'll introduce our guest artist tonight. You're in for a special treat again. She's phenomenally talented, and also, speaking of talent, our jazz vocal instructor who teaches everyone their scatting ability. She's a vocal artist in her own right. I think she's here. JoBelle Yonelli, right here. JoBelle Yonelli, all the way from Chicago. Okay, I won't move. We're really fortunate to have her. She coaches all our vocals and our vocalists and teaches them, and just the development is just amazing. When they learn, they study Elvis Fitzgerald and Carmen McRae and Sarah Vaughan and JoBelle, and just incredible how quickly the students progress. So at this point, I am going to now turn it over to Janet Tyler and the UNLV Jazz Vocal Ensemble.
Stop Mr. Carl Saunders, everybody. That was awesome. If that doesn't inspire this youth, I don't know what will. Is that cool or what? Yeah, very, very nice, Carl. Thank you. We're going to recognize every soloist, and I always get their names wrong or forget them because I'm old now. Chris Vanegas, yes, did I get it right? Angelica Marias, Dominic Graber, Blake Wisner, Carl Saunders on the scat, and Leo Bagel on piano. Now's the time, the great Charlie Parker Standard. Don't you love that tune? I love that tune. You know, it's funny because when Dave called me and asked, you know, Janet, would you like to do this local jazz? And I was like, yeah. You don't have to ask me twice. And every time we've done a gig in this black box or at Flamingo Library or even at Doc Rando, we did a thing over in Bean, we've opened with something like this. And it's because the basics are the basics and they're still important to what we're teaching. And so I think that improv and what Joel's doing is fabulous, and so getting that blues out of the way, yeah, is important, and then they get scared about improving and all that. But I think they did a pretty good job this evening, so thanks guys. We're going to move on. This is I Just Found Out About Love, and it features Mr. Gary Fowler, Mr. Carl Saunders again, and Michael Ray Tyler as well on the solos, all right? So, gentlemen, you come on up whenever you're ready. So I was thinking while we were listening to that amazing guitar ensemble, weren't they awesome? Really enjoyed that. And I don't think I've heard that ensemble for years. I've been so busy at Las Vegas High School with the Wildcats that I've been preoccupied. But now that I'm up here as adjunct, I'm really excited to hear all these different groups. It's really cool. And I was thinking, it's just not fair, singers. It's just not fair. We have to be memorized. Did you think about it? No. You were just jamming out to Pat Metheny, weren't you? I was like, man, that's so cool. Hey, they don't have to be memorized. All right. So this is the test. They don't want me to tell you this, but this chart is the test tonight. So we'll see how they do. Okay, so really listen for all the words. The words are what drive the song, right? The text is what drives any poem, any piece of music. They're mad at me now. Look at those faces. All right, so this is going to feature Mr. Brett Howard, and it's Lucky Southern. Good luck. When I was going to college in the University of Kansas, our professor was Ronald C. McCurdy, and he introduced me to a gentleman at North Texas, and his name was Paris Rutherford. And Paris is one of the most accomplished arrangers of our time. I absolutely love everything he's ever arranged for vocal jazz, and we're very thrilled to dedicate this tonight to our soprano who could not be with us, to Hunter Turner. Hunter Rose is like our Alice, in a way. And so this is in dedication to her. Alice in Wonderland features Miss Megan Lake on the solo. leave you tonight, I would like to just acknowledge our rhythm section this evening. We're very blessed to have these three young gentlemen, and they've been wonderful at being responsible and keeping all the music gathered and making sure they have a sub in place if they can't be at a gig. And so it's really remarkable when you think about it that we're able to have one rehearsal and then we do a gig for you. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Jazz is never the same way twice, we know that. On drums, Mr. Michael Hoffman. And on piano, he promised he wouldn't get mad if I said this, Leo Bagel. We don't know that's not his last name, but he said it's okay. And last but not least, on bass, Ruben Van Gundy. Thank you very much. You know, there's a lot of blessings in our lives, and we forget about that sometimes. We get so busy and we get so run down and tired, and we're rolling at a 150-mile-an-hour pace. I want to take this moment to thank Dave Loeb, Sue Mueller, Sean, Ron. You're awesome to add this program, to do all the work that you do for these kids, and we really appreciate it. So thank you for all you do. We really do appreciate it. Thank you. We are going to close with one that Gary Fowler brought our way, Jason H. Smith, something like that, A.H., something like that. And it is Speed of Love, featuring Gary Fowler, Leah Blumenstein, Brett Howard again, and we'll hear from Angelica Marias. Yes? Got it? D natural. One, two, three, four. At the speed of love.
Every time
Janet Tyler, UNLV Jazz Vocal Ensemble, the fantastic in the rhythm section. And our jazz vocal instructor, Joe Bella, UNLV, teaches all of them to scat sing so that they can improvise like that, and it's amazing. Again, this is a good time to stand up and stretch your legs. The final time. Jazz Ensemble 3 is going to treat you to an incredible set. Again, I'm going to thank you for coming to supporting UNLV Jazz Studies program. Actually, we're called the Jazz Studies Division now, and we're the UNLV School of Music. We're really want to thank, again, the incredible Carl Saunders for joining us for the last 3 days. We thank the Vegas Jazz for making it happen for him to come on the final day. We thank also Michael Ray Tyler for sitting in with the band. That trumpet unit there, trumpet flute horn duet was incredible. Again, make sure you get your name on those cards on your way out if you want to be on our database. If you're not already on it, because you'll get my wife Debbie sends out an email blast before all of our concerts and the entire concert series, including the Flamingo Library series. And don't forget, a week from tonight, Flamingo Library, 7 p.m., you get to hear this group again, the Jazz Vocal Ensemble, and Rod Henley and his group called Jasmine. Rod has been with 4 freshmen, and he leads that group. And at that event, we'll also be selling all of our CDs, Character CD, and the Latin Jazz Ensemble CD. That was under Grammy consideration, by the way. And we've gotten outstanding reviews from Jazz Times for the last 6 years for our CDs, and we're in the process of making our next one right now. And your purchase of those CDs goes directly towards the cost of finishing the next one, which we hope to be done within about 3 weeks or so, or no more than a month. And right now, Jazz 3 is setting up. Their director, Colin Woodford, is very busy right now, but he also, this year, we just found out a few days ago, received a Downbeat Magazine Outstanding Performance Award in the Graduate College Division for Outstanding Soloist as a drummer, Colin Woodford. He's standing right there. You can turn around. In case you're wondering, that's a big deal. That's competing against all the schools in the entire world. You know, from Juilliard to Eastman to Manhattan to Miami. Everyone submits for those awards. So, and it's a blind CD. I mean, it's a blind audition. So when you send in the recording, the judges don't know who the soloist is. They don't know what school they're listening to. So it's absolutely, completely fair. So we're real proud of that. We've gotten 10 of those awards since 2010. So in 6 years, we've received 10 Downbeat Magazine Student Music Awards. So we're really thrilled with that. Also going to announce that joining our faculty, if I don't think I did it tonight, but it's just, he signed the deal 2 days ago. Assistant Professor of Jazz Studies joining us next year is a Downbeat Magazine Readers Poll award-winning baritone saxophonist, Adam Schroeder. So he's going to be full-time faculty, UNLV staff. Tom Warrington retired, so he's joining us next year. And he's moving here. That's going to be a welcome addition to our faculty. Very fine faculty, and very proud of them. Again, thank you for coming to this wonderful jazz festival, to supporting us all through the year. Don't miss next Wednesday at the Flamingo Library. And special thanks to all our benefactors. And I will going to turn it over to the director here of Jazz Ensemble 3. Thanks again for coming. He'll introduce our guest artist when he comes out for the last time with the group. This is Colin Woodford, and oh, he's not quite ready yet. Almost. He is ready. Okay. This is UNLV Jazz Ensemble 3, directed by Colin Woodford.
UNLV Jazz Ensemble 3. Alright! Thank you very much for sitting tight. I hope you enjoyed what little information you got. We are Jazz Ensemble 3. We're going to present just a few songs at the end of your evening. That was a song called Basie Straight Ahead on a record by the same name that's written by one of the all-time great big band composers, Sammy Nestico, still, I'm very pleased to say, alive. Yeah, way to go, Sammy. Basically, to what Janet said, I kind of feel as though it's important that we make sure the basics of the tradition are respected before we can do other things. And to that end, hello? Yes? Oh, you. Great. To that end, we're going to go back even further than that tune did. We're going to go back to Benny Goodman days. We're going to go back to a TV show on NBC called Let's Dance. Yeah, we're going to do the Benny Goodman theme from the TV show Let's Dance. It's a good, I hope you dig it. Thank you very much. We're going to feature on it, Brenna Spector on clarinet. A new addition to our ensemble this semester. She came to me at the end of last semester and I said, what do you play? And she said, clarinet. And I said, great. And so we found a way to feature that. UNLV has a pretty extensive jazz library of songs, some 1,500 I think we're hovering around now. And we had a version of that. So I was able to go through our archives, rustle that out. Look at, these are old copies. These are old, a person wrote these. A human being with a pen and a ruler. Well, maybe not a ruler for this one. In fact. However, so I'll introduce the saxophone section to you. You heard Brenna Spector already. We have joining her on the alto sax, Rocky Gordon. We also have Marty Bielaski, we have Bart DeBarbolo, and we have Jen Middle joining us on baritone sax. Please give them your applause. I'll do the rest of the ones while we're here, may as well. So on trombone, our lone trombonist, we have Crystal Segura. Please give her an applause. Battipaglia on second, and we have Hillary Kimmel on third. Please give them 3 applause minutes. Next piece of music we're going to do is by the saxophone great, still living also, I'm pleased to say, Sonny Rollins. One of his more famous compositions, not one of his favorites, but it's still really fun. So we're going to do it anyway, and we will at some point be joined by our guest artist, Carl Saunders, for a wee solo. Hope you enjoy St. Thomas.
Thank
trumpet, Carl Saunders on trumpet. So, those of you who have maybe seen this concert before will be unsurprised to hear that I really like the ballad. It's kind of what the whole night's built around for me. And with the exception of Alice in Wonderland in the vocal set, I'm super pleased to say this is the only ballad in the whole festival. We win! All right, go team. So, to the jazz library I talked about earlier, half of it's up in our main jazz room, and half of it is in a room that is maybe not so lovingly referred to as the dungeon. They were retrofitting it for asbestos tiling earlier this semester, and I was asked, perhaps unsurprisingly, to go get something from it. I made the best of that opportunity, and I found the coolest looking chart I could find, and this is it. It's a beautiful, beautiful arrangement of a ballad called It's So Peaceful in the Country. Again, featuring the arrangement skills of Sammy Nestico, and pretty much everyone in the band gets a moment to shine. It's really gorgeous. I hope you enjoy it. There's a little area for dancing, if that's your thing. get to do them right, ballads are the most fun and most difficult things in music. And when you get to play a really gorgeous ballad with people that are on the same page as you, it's a real treat. So please, one more round of applause for that. I think that's great. So I'll introduce the last remaining section of the band, the rhythm section, my comrades. On guitar we have Thomas Damtrot, also from the Guitar Ensemble. We have Leo Earnswell on piano, also from the Vocal Ensemble. We have Jesus Munoz on bass, also from the Guitar Ensemble. We have Matt Flannery on bass and shaker. And we have Kevin Gonzalez on the drum set. So I won't take too much of your time. I do have to get on a tiny wee soapbox about this particular group. This is part of the task of being here for me is to lead this ensemble. And I adore it. It's perhaps my favorite part of the job here. Some of these students have been with me for every semester that I've been here, and I've been fortunate enough to watch and perhaps in some small way encourage their growth in those 2 years. And it's enormously rewarding to see. I don't have nearly as much fun in most of the other things I get to do here, so I would like to extend my thanks to y'all for helping this not suck. A few other thank yous. To put on a festival like this is a great deal of trouble, basically. So I'm going to list off a few people, and then I'd like you to applaud them all en masse. The staff of the PAC that help us actually get in the space, put the risers out, help us with the chairs and microphone stands is a huge help. I'd also like to thank very specially Ron George and Sean Whitmer who helped facilitate all of this. I have a list on my phone that's almost 70 items long of everything that has to happen for us to get in here and have everything set and ready for you guys to enjoy the music. So please, huge round of applause for all of those people just mentioned. Make sure I thank the other bands. Jake Langley has been a super welcome addition to the program. He's done wonderful things with the Guitar Ensemble, and he's inspired their learning and their curiosity, which is all that you can hope for from an instructor, and you see the results of it in his ensemble. I'd also like to thank Janet Tyler for her work with the vocal ensemble. She deserves all the same credits I just listed for Mr. Langley. So your applause for them, please. I have to thank Nathan Tenoy, Dave Loeb, Uli Geisendorfer, the kind of ruling body here at the Jazz Division. Although, as Dave would say, I don't like the word division, it sounds divisive. So I'm still using department in all my emails, don't tell anybody. Lastly, I'd like to thank Vegas Jazz. They adopted us effectively 3 semesters ago, and we've been very grateful for their patronage. Thank you. To all the Vegas Jazz, that's a massive tour. It makes a great deal of difference. Carl is here today because of your help and generosity and spirit, and we reap the benefits of that. Thank you very, very much indeed. Oh, Chuck's here. Hey, Chuck. Please say thank you to Chuck Carter as well. Part of UNLV adult learning in the Jazz Appreciation. Strong supporter of our program. So, with all of that out of the way, and my apologies for its length, we will close out the Spring 2016 Jazz Festival and my last concert here as a student of UNLV. We will just close it out with a tune also culled from our library called The Refrigerator. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll be inviting Carl up for a solo in this one as well. Thank you so much.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Cool it. Be cool. You dig? This is the desert coast. I just want to thank Dave Lowe for having me here. I've been having my horn do my talking for me up to now, and I haven't said a word really over the microphone, but it's got a little except for that. I want to ask, thank Dave for having me up here, and I always love it coming up here, and I just want to close with a little story. How many people here have heard of, who's that drummer that was with Benny Goodman? Gene Krupa. How many people have heard? I forgot about him. How many people have heard of Gene Krupa? Great. Gene Krupa came out to his mailbox one morning, and there was a letter in there, and it said, "To the greatest drummer in the world." And Gene looked at it and he said, "Well, I'm one of the greatest drummers in the world, but I'm not the greatest drummer in the world." But he knew Louis Bellson's address because they were friends. So he forwarded it to Louis. And Louis comes out to his mailbox one morning, and there's the letter. It says, "To the greatest drummer in the world." Louis looks at it and he says, "Well, I'm one of the greatest drummers in the world, all right, but not the greatest drummer in the world." But he knew Buddy Rich's address because they were friends. So he forwarded it to Buddy. The Buddy comes out to his mailbox one morning, if he could find it. And it said, there's the letter, "To the greatest drummer in the world." And Buddy looked at it and he says, "That's me." So he opened up the letter. It says, "Dear Ringo." Anyway, go Rebels.
Thank you, Colonel Saunders. And also, Larry Carroll is filming this entire event also. In addition to Dave Isher, there's going to be a documentary about jazz education, and we're going to be the primary school for it. Anyway, thanks so much, Carl Saunders, for a wonderful 3 days. Jazz Ensemble 3, Colin Woodford, Sean Whitmer, Ron George, and the PDC staff, Dave Grusin and everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. We'll see you next Wednesday, Flamingo Library, 7 p.m. Thank you.
Thanks for the exchanges.